What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Today is a very special day. Do you know what today is? It's closing day. Stay tuned.
I know exactly where your career is headed because of the way that you communicate. Just the way that you communicate with people and really connect, and you got the right tone and the pauses and the speed and everything, man. The way that you communicate is just top notch, first class, and that is the #1 skill.
You need to watch Marques Branson's video seriously 15 times. This is groundbreaking, life-changing stuff when you listen to this guy talk. I'm serious.
What's going on, guys? So I'm going to take you through one of my closing days. Today I want to go and do a couple things. I gotta go over here and actually take the lock boxes off the listing, pull my sign as well. I'm gonna go get a nice car wash because whenever you're riding around in a freshly smelling, brand new looking car, it just makes the day even more so. So it's a little hot today, almost 80 degrees, 76 degrees at the moment. So gonna probably do a little bit of sweating today, but I'm gonna take you through the whole journey. Really excited about this month. I'm finishing off. Basically, in the past 2 months, I've closed 1.8 million in sales and gross commissions, and that's all of my commission because I don't pay a brokerage split. I'm with 100% brokerage, and I just don't know why anyone else would go with anything other than 100%. I'm an investor, so having someone take out 20%, 30%, 40% of the actual business that I created, they don't really do anything for it. It's bananas to me, you know what I mean? I couldn't understand why anyone would do that. So for me, I think I have it in the cards to join probably EXP down the line, but that's going to be for different reasons. I think the aspect that they have with the revenue sharing, with the ability to be able to recruit other agents. As my channel grows, I'm going to definitely be doing things along that line. But if you're a new agent, I highly recommend that you start off with 100%, because the fact of the matter is if you're learning this stuff, everything can be learned on YouTube, right? You can learn pretty much all that you need to learn. Is just, are you willing to put the work in? Now, mind you do need to have a couple people who you can call, pick up the phone and call, and ask questions about. But for the most part, most of what you're going to learn is going to be on-the-job training, right? So it's really about educating yourself and understanding that it's you against you, really. So enough on that. We're going to get more into that, but we're going to head over to this car wash right around the corner from me and get a nice fresh wash. I'll see you in a second. Guys, got that fresh, clean car. Gotta love it. Oh, it's a beautiful day outside. Smell like fragrance. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head on down to I'm not going to Irving, going to Grand Prairie. I'm gonna go ahead and get the lockbox, go ahead and get my sign, and then we're gonna stop by my favorite taco place to get my authentic Mexican tacos. The lady that cooks there, she knows me as soon as I walk in the door. Mark, they call me Mr. Mark in there. You know what I'm saying? I go by Mark for short, M-A-R-Q. But we're gonna stop by there, get some of my favorite tacos. I think we have a little time. My closing's at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna meet my client over there at the title company. So I will be seeing you guys in just a second.
Excuse me, Mr. Mark. You order in Salvador 20 minutes.
You said what now?
It's easy. 20 minutes.
20 minutes before I can order?
Para you order.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me get a taco plate.
Taco plate what?
Yeah, 1 taco plate.
2 tacos and 3 tacos.
3 tacos, 2 chicken, 1 steak.
Okay, 2 chicken, 1 steak.
Yeah. Everything, flour.
Corn and flour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mark. 20 minutes, please.
20 minutes? Okay.
Sí, it is busy.
Okay, I got you.
Muchos clientes, muchos customers.
Okay, I got you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. So usually it only takes them 7 minutes. I don't think I've ever heard anything over 7 minutes to get my tacos prepared and ready. So as you can see, Grand Prairie is the next place to pop, man, out here in Texas. A lot of appreciation as far as goes as properties go. They're building all sorts of new stuff in the area. I mean, that shopping center that you just saw wasn't there a year and a half, 2 years ago. So the amount of new builds, the amount of people coming in and buying up Grand Prairie, because we have a place called Joe Pool Lake, really big lake, really nice. It's been on a couple of my other videos. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's definitely going to be a place where I've been investing a lot of my marketing efforts, as far as picking up new clients, as far as building those relationships that are going to pay dividends for the long term. So for me, there's a couple of places around the DFW that I really hit hard, but then I like to call all over. My business is going to be completely all over the DFW. There's so many areas that it's just so many people, just to be honest with you. So, but that's enough on that. I really wanted to talk to you guys about why I chose 100% brokerage. Right? I don't really understand why a lot of people, I've never been associated with them. I've never really seen their business model. From everything that I hear, the Keller Williams of the world, those type of brokerages that are really, got their hand in your pocket, and you don't get a whole lot in return. Because at the end of the day, training can be, they can say they have the best training department, blase, but all real estate all being a real estate agent is being able to connect with people and help them when they're in need. You know what I'm saying? Like that's if you know how to do that, the rest of it you can learn on your own. You know what I mean? So for me, the main thing that needs to be trained is prospecting, or how to build relationships. That's the thing that's really going to move the needle in any business. Sales, no matter what happens, if you're behind, if you're not doing so well, more sales is the that's the healing product for your business, regardless of what's going on in the market. You know what I mean? If you can make more sales, whether you're down or out, it doesn't matter, because if you can master that skill of being a salesman, again, I said it's a skill. That's something that you just, that you're going to learn, you can learn over time. And so for someone to be taking 30-40% of my commission after I went out there, did all the work to get the client, show the clients, get their house ready, advise them and all the above, and then just split that with my brokerage, who's not really doing very much of anything, that would just be counterintuitive in my mind. I'm sorry. I'm an investor, so from just the aspect of my portfolio and the way I've invested in properties, I pay a general contractor to go in there and do their job, but I'm not cutting him a percentage of the deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind paying a per transaction fee, in which I do, and honestly, the transaction fee that I pay at my brokerage is probably one of the lowest ones I think I've ever seen. So you have $100 a month. It's $100 a month fee, and it's a $100 transaction, which on their side is a brilliant business model, because it's basically like owning property. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have agents that sign up for the brokerage, and they get paid $100 a month off of that. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of carrying costs that they are incurring and whatnot, but at a certain point, when you start to get 100 agents, then you get up to about 300 agents. Now we're talking about, $3,000 a month, or was that more than $30,000 a month? Yeah, I said I'm not that great with math. I need a calculator. So either way, you see the business model that it is. So for me, it's like, especially at the beginning of your career, when checks are, you know, a little far and few in between if you haven't really been putting in the work. And even if you put in the work, the checks, you know, that could be months before you see your first check. You know what I mean? It could be seriously some time, right? And so when you finally do get it, now you have to split it 20% of that out. I mean, that's a big chunk of change. And now we haven't even got to the part of taxes, right? So I think that from the standpoint of being a new agent, I just don't see any other way than to go 100% and to really grind it out and get your first couple of deals. Because if you're 100% and you say close 800,000 your first years in growth on GCI, I mean, you're not having to split that, and you can live off of that. You see what I'm saying? But when you start adding in the split, you start adding in the taxes, you start adding in the overhead, and a lot of you guys are paying for these, which I also frown upon, but that'll be for another video. I mean, your overhead starts to eat up a little bit of money that you made from the deal. And don't get me wrong, real estate is great once you've got it going. But from every agent that I've actually talked to, every agent that I've, you know, listened to or heard from, you know, your first year, 2 years is probably going to be the slowest time. You know, it takes a while to build that momentum, build up that database, build up that clientele to be able to actually move the needle on a consistent basis per year. And so in that first year or so, you're just basically scratching, trying to make sure you get whatever you can. And for me, I really believe that as a new agent, you should really look into, you know, you want to have a broker that still can support you, somebody that'll be there and answer the phone when you have a question. But at the end of the day, what you need to be learning your first year is not even the contract. You can learn the contract throughout the process, but you need to have deals in order to learn the contract. You see what I'm saying? Because regardless, whether you go and study the contract forever and you can't get a deal, it's kind of for nothing. If it's the other way around, you got deals, but you don't necessarily know the contract. Well, you can ask those questions and then familiarize yourself through the process. So that's my little rant about it. I definitely believe that, you know, this 100% brokerage model is amazing, especially when you just closed at 1.8 million in a month. So I'm actually about to pull up to my taco spot. I'm gonna show you guys where I go to get my authentic tacos. They are the best in Texas, I'm telling you. So stay tuned. Playboy, from Pablo, say what's up to the people.
How's it going, people?
This is my guy, man. He's A1 day one since we started. I've been coming here eating these tacos for years. My guy always out here to take care of me, man.
How you get like that, man? That's how you get like that.
What's up, my guy? What's going on? What's going on? Hola.
Hola, Mr. Matt. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite person, people. She makes the best tacos this side of the Mississippi. Seriously.
Mr. Matt.
Huh?
Nothing more.
Yeah. TV. You on TV now? You on TV now? Yeah. So what we have is a taco plate from my favorite taco spot, Taco y Mas. And the crazy thing is it's a gas station. So what we have is 3 tacos. I got 2 chicken, one steak here. And it also comes with rice and beans. And the reason it's so good is they just season it to perfection. 2 limes and this habanero sauce is straight heat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna chow down on this. I'm gonna get back with you guys in a minute.
Hello?
Hola, you made it?
Yeah, I'm in the building now.
Oh, you are? Okay. All right, I just pulled up. I'm about to walk inside here in a second.
Okay, all right.
Like this?
So we just closed out on my client's house. She was super excited, super happy. I gave her my gift with it, which is one of my signed jerseys. You know, I really like to leave a memorable. I like for my clients to have something that really, something that they can't really get somewhere else. You know, you can go to the store and buy, you know, little trinkets and that sort of thing. But I want my gift to be a little more heartfelt. I wanted to touch them a little more. I wanted to be something they can also keep. And for me, it also helps me build my brand because, I mean, when somebody, that's a conversation starter when it's in somebody's house, right? So I gave them one of my jerseys. She got real emotional, started crying a little bit. She was just so like amazed that I had done that for her. And, you know, the transaction was really smooth and she was just a pleasure to work with. So shout out to my client. I really appreciate you.